to Fiddler Talk. I'm Saber Main, and that is Reaper1. Look at him. The beast is coming out. All right.
This is how my drill sergeant.
So this episode.
Oh
yeah, all the time, bro.
What's up?
Hey, so I was thinking about something. Actually, I'm not even going to announce it. I don't want to announce it yet because when you announce something and you got a plan going, you don't want to announce it, right? But there's something I'm doing, and let's just say the Stetson's going to be involved.
Done.
Yes, once it's done, the Stetson is going to be involved. All right, wait till you see what I'm doing.
Hey, I bought a Stetson for. We spent $200 so I could wear my Stetson once and then never wear it again. So you know.
Hey, that's the tradition, right? All right. So let's get into this episode. Are you ready for this episode? Are you excited for what this episode's going to be bringing you? Reaper1.
Yes,
right.
I am.
Let's talk about the mission. Are you ready to talk about the mission? So,
does it at all involve killing people? That's usually how it goes. It's mission, you know.
Honestly, not this mission.
You're gonna disappoint me.
Not that one.
Yeah. I'm totally ready for the mission. I'm totally ready for the mission. Hit me with it in the face. Just let's go.
All right. So, my terminology that I like to use, and this may not work for everyone, but this is something I realize. I say life is the ultimate mission. So you're out here and you're trying to make objectives, and this is the mission. All right. And then I break it down from there. And I talk about there's tasks that you got to do every single day. So every day you have a task that you got to go do to help complete that mission. And then you have objectives that you got to go out there and do. And then you have achievements in those missions, right? And every chapter in life is starting a new mission. So it's very unique on the terminology of this. So, all right.
I thought you were gonna break. You paused there for a second. I'm like, what is he doing? I like it.
Hey,
I like the mission. I accept. I accepted about 23 years ago.
Hey, you got forced to accept it.
Been successful in my mission so far.
It's how you look at it, man. Right?
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, yeah, thanks, Mom and Dad, for making me accept the mission. All right, but overall, super happy. Thank you for bringing me here and making this happen and making the mission a part of me, right? So, every day when you look at it, every day you wake up, you're feeling down about something or you feel like you're not accomplishing something, go back and stop worrying about being so far in the future. Like when you look at someone and you're like, man, their life is so far along and I haven't got there yet. How about pause for a minute and look at what you have in that present moment? That is part of the mission, right? Is understand that you're present. And I think the hardest thing for most people is they don't know how to accept themselves as a person. Because once you learn how to accept yourself and you realize some of the things that are happening around you and you just accept it, life changes, man. The mission, everything, your goals, and it provides a purpose in your life. So, Reaper1, have you accepted yourself to accept the mission?
That was a mouthful. Yeah, I kind of got forced to when I was born. But no, yeah, I totally, life is what you make it. It is that's the one thing you got to learn in life, especially like when you get a job and you're first out there for the first time in the world. You really got to learn that life is what you make it, and you can suffer in this miserable job you hate, or you can be like, ain't that bad. I get a break for 15 minutes. This is great. You know what I mean?
All right. So I say like a job is like an adjective. So you could play a certain game, right? And what I say is look at life like, all right, this is the objective. This is where I'm aiming to. So I need to do this stuff to make it happen. So I go to work to complete that objective, but that objective is going to help me in the next objective so I can reach the achievement that I've been fighting. And here's an addiction that a lot of people don't realize. They're addicted to playing video games, and they're so worried about loving up that character in that video game, and they make that character like the top line character and everything. But why don't you fix you as a character and look at yourself?
You're sitting on the couch. You haven't shaven in a week. You weigh 400 pounds, and the last vegetable you ate was 7 years ago.
Yeah, all right. So I'm just saying.
The last time you went for a run was in middle school.
And let me guess, you failed that test because you're like, this is never going to be important or whatever. Nah. How about you get your ass up and go and do something? Like,
he used a bad word.
Hey,
mommy, he used a bad word.
I'm for real though. All right, I'm so tired.
It's supposed to be a warning.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm so tired of.
That's okay, man. You're supposed to be tired of it.
Look, if you're complaining about your life and you're not happy with where you're at, get up and change it. Don't complain about it. Nothing's going to improve. Nothing will improve. So get up, change it. That's where we're at, right?
Back away from the mic. You sound like a robot.
Hey, always got to sound like a robot, right? Hey.
No, yeah. So a big thing for me, man, is that victim mindset that today's society has just accepted. And we were really close. We were really on to something in 2010. Like, we were growing as a society. Things were moving up in life. Like, you know, technology was moving up. We were moving up. It was great. And then all of a sudden, everybody just wanted to play. I don't understand it. And like my brother does it a lot, and my sister does it, and a lot of people that I have met just love being a victim. I don't understand it. The last thing I want is for anybody to assume that, like, it's for anybody to assume that I need their help or that I failed because of something else. No, if I fail, it's because of me. It's because I didn't try hard enough. It's because I didn't want it bad enough. I don't understand like, if they feel bad for me, they'll give me stuff and that'll make me feel okay. I don't get it.
It's easy. That's why they're doing it. It's because it's super easy and they want that instant gratification to release those little tiny dopamines in the brain. That's all it is. It's that little dopamine in the brain that you want.
I agree it is easy.
And
I very much agree that it's easy.
Right now, it's time to change that mindset. It's not only time to change that only mindset, but it's also time to, if you have a wife, kids, and you're unhappy in the career that you're at, but you're realizing now it's time to look at it, right? Figure out if it's time for you to change careers. Figure out if it's time for you to progress in another area. A lot of people say it's the game, you're playing the game or something like that. And yeah, you can say life is like a game. I think you can. I really believe that you can say life is like a game, but you could also say it's like a mission.
Life is definitely a game, man. I can agree with that. I can agree with the mission. And if you're not oriented like military and, you know, first responders are oriented, You can call it a game. It's okay. You're gonna get the same results if you treat it as a game, and you realize real quick that some things that you think matter don't matter.
Yeah. So
what people think
just
of you really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. Like, I'm going to be honest. If you care what someone thinks of you, you will never hit that accomplishment and be able to achieve. You will always sit there and go, no, it's like repeat. So if you want to do something, cool, go out there and do it. Don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to ask 30 billion people. And then they sit there and judge. And then you're like, oh, well, I'm not so sure. Here's another thing. Your friends want to see you do the best that they want to see you the best for yourself, right? But here's the thing. Your friends are going to be biased. So they're going to be biased towards what you are going for. And they're going to kind of tell you, but sometimes you just got to take the leap. Sometimes you got to do something that's hard. Sometimes you got to change the atmosphere that you're in. Because if you don't, you will find yourself in repeat. And life has a cycle that I say, you'll keep on repeating yourself in this cycle of completely failing and stuff like that. But you will never realize that you're repeating yourself until you realize that one part is on repeat. And what the decisions you're making are the same decisions that you've been making. And it's time to change it. By the way, that pillow that keeps on moving on the side of Reaper1, that's actually his wife, just so you're aware.
Wait, hold on. They can't see her. It ain't in the camera. They didn't have to know.
They can definitely see the blanket moving.
What blanket? There's nobody there.
By the way, the top of your head's
watch,
missing.
There's nobody there. My head?
I was just, yeah, you got camo on, you know? Dude, have you realized that a lot of people in the military, they're just a head, hands, and on boots walking around?
Yeah, I noticed.
It's so weird
I don't understand the reference right now. I ain't wearing camo.
Oh, man, I thought that was a camel hat.
What you talking about?
I'm blind, bro. I'm blind.
No, man. This hat's black.
All
you
right.
ain't blind. You dumb.
Hey, it might be a little bit of that, right? So
it's all that stuff you're smoking.
It might be,
killing
man.
brain
It might
cells,
be.
man.
All this tobacco, yeah.
What's
Let me tell you about it. So,
yeah, man.
Like we talk about failures.
So the mission is very important, and it all strives back to having a good mindset, and to knowing your purpose, and to being obsessed in your purpose, and you really got to work on those mind obstacles, man. And that victim mindset's a big one for a lot of people.
My bad. I'm coughing. Hit it wrong.
You're disgusting.
I know, right? So,
fix yourself.
I wouldn't say obsess. It's being passionate. You got to be passionate about what you're doing, right? And if you're passionate about it, you're going to see...
kind of the same thing.
See, passion and being obsessed is a little different, because if you're more passionate about it... Well, all right, we did say this.
Okay,
we did say this in that episode.
But hold on. If you are passionate about something, you still gotta sleep. But if you're obsessed, sleep ain't really an option, you know?
All right, so
it's that drug. It's your obsession.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, like we said, I gotcha.
Yeah. So, like we said in one of the episodes, we talked about addiction, and obsessions, right? And we talked about how addiction is one thing and obsession is one thing, but if you're passionate about it, like you live, breathe that passion. You want to succeed in it, but you also know how to tune it down. You can walk away from it because you're not obsessed over it. So you're able to, like, hold on, I'm going to focus on this product that I'm focusing on, or what I'm doing at this moment, because I'm very passionate about it. And then you're going to be able to turn it off, and you're going to be passionate about when you're talking about it and stuff like that. Like we're big on leadership. We're very passionate about leadership, and we're passionate about taking ownership of your life. Well, so cool. I'm over here and I'm very passionate about it. And now by the way, just so you guys are aware, we are doing free seminars. We're going to be having seminars coming out. That is part of it. That is being announced. It was going to be announced at the end of this episode, but I decided to announce it now.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Don't listen to him, people. Yes. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm being held for ransom. Somebody help.
Nope. No one's going to help you. You don't need help. So,
people here.
So something that here's a little bit of a plan. We are working with local businesses, and we're taking what we know from decentralized command, and we're going to take that information that we know, and we're going to teach owners of local businesses, and we're going to teach them how to have that and understand that, hey, as a owner of this company, I should have my employees mainly focusing on the leadership side of this, and have the other employees be able to make decisions when you're not there. So we're going to talk a lot about decentralized command and get into different kind of leadership roles and how to get into that. That's something that we're doing. We're going to be releasing a couple free trials of that going around. Reaper1 is going to be, when he's not busy, he's going to tune in.
Nothing is free here. You have to pay 14 cents in Canadian pennies.
That works. So right now we are going to release this as a free seminars, and we're going to be doing seminars and stuff like that. I will be hosting them, going from there, and we're going to be starting. Obviously, I'm going to be here doing it in the city of Utah. We are going to try to get Reaper1 to come in and be part of this leadership talks and tell his experience and where he is. Yes, sorry, I put you on the blast and I didn't bring it up, but yes, I was going to talk about it at the end. Decided to throw it in right now.
I can't talk in front of people. I have a lisp.
Hey, that's something you got to overcome, right? That's something that you're going to be like, cool, we're going to overcome this.
No, I'll talk with my lisp.
Yes. So we have that, obviously. And then we got things are happening right now, and we are excited. All I gotta say is this one part that everyone still doesn't know about. I'm
excited. I have no idea about any of this.
I'm still working.
He treats me like an employee.
Oh yeah, definitely. He doesn't get any.
This is how privates feel when they get to formation at 05 and they find out if that formation is until 06, and leadership just kept having you show up 15 minutes early. You know, first sergeant's like, hey, have them show up at 6:15. Your platoon sergeant's like, show up at 6. Then your section sergeant's like, all right, we're going to show up here at 5:30. And then your team leader's like, we'll be there at 5. And you're dude, like, I could have slept for another hour and a half. What the hell? This is how I feel right now, okay?
So
that's how I feel.
Hey, but you see that mindset, right? So we're gonna talk about that now. All right, so do you realize why leaders do that, right?
Oh yeah, because they're really scared of somebody not showing up.
Yeah, so if you remember
it's I'm the leader. I'm the leader now, and if you don't show up, it's my ass, and so I'm just gonna have you show up 15 minutes early so that I'm not in trouble. That's all it is.
So I can make sure. So I can make sure you're there. So I can make sure you're there on time. Now, again, you said the key word that I sat there and I like for decentralized command. It's trust. You want to have trust in those employees. You want to have trust in those, right?
We all know who's going to be the problem and might not show up. Let's be honest. Yeah. We all do.
So
tell him to be here at 5 o'clock. Everybody else can be here at 6. Then he'll show up. He'll show up at 6 anyways. You'll be like, okay, cool, he's here.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm terrible with time management. I'm terrible with time management.
Yeah.
Ever since I got out of the military,
I was
I'm
talking
terrible.
about you.
Yes, I am terrible with time
No,
management.
I am still like 15 to 30 minutes early to everything. I hate it.
See,
I can't not leave at that time though.
Look, if someone tells me like, "Hey, we're gonna be having," look, all right, you want to know how bad I am with time management? I was throwing parties last year at my house.
I don't want to know.
Oh man, well you're gonna hear it now.
I'm just gonna go.
All right, so I'm so bad with time management. We were throwing parties at my house. I was showing late to my own parties, and I live here.
Who let them in?
No, they were outside waiting.
Oh, nice. That's acceptable. I like that. I actually like that. That's good.
I am terrible with time management.
Wait
I'm only
for
terrible.
me. Wait for me, peasant.
It is something like that, right? But yeah, when we talk about, let's get back to the overall
You can't
life.
afford to throw your own party.
Yeah, I'm like,
My
yeah,
life.
you gotta come to my party. But let's get back into the ultimate life, all right? Like I said,
The ultimate life?
Yeah, ultimate life, bro. The idea of life, right?
There's a few people I can think of who
where
I
is
probably
it?
have the ultimate life.
Let's hear them. Who has the ultimate life? Because I have the ultimate life. I'm doing right now. I'm making everything I want to happen.
I am one of those. I am one of those people. I wake up in the morning and like go to the gym and I'm like, come home to like my own place. It's weird because you come home to your own place now, and it's like, you know, after being in the military, roommates and in the barracks, and you know, I come back and I live with my folks for a few months to get on my feet, and now I come home from like, you know, from being at school all day and like drop my stuff off, and I'm like, it's quiet, it's mine. This is nice.
So
you like look out the window, you're like, this is perfect. It's
When
crazy. It really is. Don't
most
need
people are
much.
chasing. Yeah, everyone's chasing that pleasure of peace. So how can I hit peace? And that's by doing what you want. Like, all right, so are you chasing money? What are you chasing? What is the ultimate goal that you're chasing? Okay, so
As long as what you want is legal.
yes. Hey,
Thank
someone had to say it. I'm glad you said it because
I have to.
like,
I have to
look,
say it.
like I'm just saying,
I
if
don't
you're chasing
trust
money and
some
you're
of
out
you
there,
guys.
you're gonna be like, yeah, I heard on
Saber
the internet
Main.
they said go do this. Nah. So if you're out there and you're selling drugs to get money, obviously, is that legal? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go out and do that. But if you're out there, you're doing sales and you're out there hustling, making sales, and you're making things happen.
If you're out there selling crushed Smarties, if you're selling crushed Smarties and passing as cocaine and making a lot of money, do that. I don't care. That's great.
Hey,
If you can work around, if you can circumvent around the system, you're good. I'm okay with that.
hey, I guess Smarties. Okay, I'll give you that. If you're selling legit Smarties, like actually legit Smarties, fine, whatever. Have to be legit Smarties, legit candy, right? I don't recommend it because it's already sugar's an addiction, and I don't recommend that. But the only thing I say is
People out
always
there
go out and try something new.
snorting Smarties.
Hey, all
Besides
those freaking
snorting
elementary
Smarties,
kids,
don't do that.
all the elementary kids that are out there. Hey,
Who do you think?
Hey,
who do you
I
think
did
he's selling the Smarties to?
Hey, I was in elementary, and the teacher would be like, "All right, we got Smarties over there, sitting there breaking it up," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Look what I got! I'm blowing clouds." That's where vaping started. I'm not gonna lie. All of this generation, the vaping started because
Nah,
of
man.
Smarties.
It was because of the candy cigarettes. Remember the candy cigarettes?
Yeah, I do the like the bubblegum cigar looking things. Yeah.
No, they were just
Yep.
sticks. They were just sticks. They were
Yeah,
kind of like Smarties.
Yeah, they're the white ones, like kind of like chalk looking.
Yeah,
Because I had those ones.
Yeah.
Comes in a little package, and you're over here like, look what I got.
That's why everybody vapes. Because as a 6-year-old kid, you're like,
yep. Look at me, I'm so cool.
You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then adults are like, who the hell is this kid? Whose kid is this? You're like, oh no, this is not my house.
You're like, oh no, what's happening?
The drug,
Oh,
it was
no.
the cigarettes. It was the cigarettes.
So
Yeah, that's where vaping comes from.
So I heard this from heard it from a question that I heard before, and this guy goes, I don't feel like I have the motivation to do more. And the guy has a couple kids. He's married. He makes really good money. But he said he doesn't have the motivation to do more. And one of the questions I asked, I was like, are you happy in your life? And he was like, yeah, I have a wonderful wife. I have wonderful kids, and I have a great job. And then I was like, no. Dig deeper. Are you actually happy at what you're doing for your job? Are you doing what you want to do? And he goes, honestly, I'm not happy at the job I'm doing, but I'm happy because it supports my family. I'm like, cool. So what are you chasing in your career? And he was all like, I just want stability for my family. I'm like, okay, so does this job give you stability in your family? And he's all, yes. I'm like, okay, so that's one of your objectives. Your objective is you want stability in your family, but you're not doing enough with your family because you don't have enough time with your family. So the overall is time. So you want more time with your family. Well, how can you get more time with your family? And he's all like, well, I have to work this much because I don't have the time with my family. Okay, cool. Now let's think about it. You're doing this, and this is what's happening. Well, how can you make more time? Figure out where you can make more time. Well, I can go get a job that's making more money. Well, if you go do that, are you going to have more time? So it's just things like that. So you're realizing what's your priorities in life, and then you will realize what will make you happy and have peace within yourself.
So the biggest advice and the secret, this is the secret to getting more done and being motivated. The time in my life that I succeeded the most was the time that I was sleeping on the floor in the barracks. Comfort is a silent killer, man. Right? So I remember it was September 1st, and I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, well, it was a few days before, right? And we're like, me and the band, me and the guys were like, okay, we need a place. Like, we're gonna record this album. We're gonna write. We're gonna record. We're gonna get it all on paper and get it down. But we need a place to do it. We can't be moving, to get the work done. We can't be moving the bed, taking the bed apart and moving things around and building stuff and wasting all that time, coming in and setting stuff up. So okay, cool. I'm going to take the furniture down. And they're like, I'm like, we have a 4-day, right? I'm like, so because it was originally just a 4-day, right?
Yeah.
I think it was September. It was I can't remember what holiday it is, but it's like September 5th is the holiday. I don't know is that Memorial Day, maybe?
I want to say it was Memorial.
I don't remember what holiday it is. I think it is. I'm a bad person, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, so we had this 4-day, man. It was coming up, and we're like, cool. I'm like, I'm going to move all the furniture out. I'm like, I can store it in somebody's room. I'm like, we'll store it in you guys' rooms. We'll have the whole barracks room empty. We'll set up the stuff. We can sleep there, chill there, eat there, drink there, and just record and do whatever we need to do. It'll all be done and ready the whole weekend. And they're like, great, that's cool, right? So we took all my furniture out. We emptied my room void of everything. Put all the furniture outside. We set up the guitars, the amps. We nailed blankets to the closet, to the closet walls. We set everything up. Had the drum set up. We had snacks and they had beer. We had everything we needed in the fridge. ready to go. Put all my furniture away in somebody else's room and in a storage locker that my son Major let me use. And that was it, man. We were ready. The only thing I had was a mattress because Saw Major's like, don't put the mattress in there. It's going to get nasty. I'm like, cool. Like, that's cool. I can understand that. And I'll just sleep on it anyways, right? So we left the mattress outside of my barracks room. And that's how we recorded. We spent the whole weekend like that. Got the most stuff you'll ever get done. So we left it like that for forever at that point. And I'll be honest, man, the most that I ever did, the most that the band was ever able to do, the most music I was ever able to write, like the best playing ability I ever got to was in that room. And at night when we were done, I would pull the bed in, lay it on the floor, throw a blanket on it, and pass out. We used my comforter. We folded it up and put it in the bass kick of the drum set. I didn't even have a comforter. All my blankets were nailed to the wall. I had a sheet and a small like half blanket that I was using. That's all I had. I think I had my pillow. I saved one of my pillows in there. But I was not comfortable. And my bassist, because my drummer lived off post, so he couldn't have any of my furniture. But my bassist had all of my furniture in his room too. He had a desk, he had my bed frame, like he had all my stuff. Like he was like so uncomfortable to me. He couldn't put anything in his room. He couldn't do anything. He just like had to like shimmy around on the furniture to go to bed. So that was when we were the most productive. We wrote 3 or 4 songs in the course of like a month. Was ready to record a whole song. We went to an actual studio, canceled, a whole nother story, right? But we got so much done. I mean, we played shows outside. We would move the drum set, the amps and stuff outside with lights and stuff like that. We played outside. We played shows. 10 or 15 minutes before the cops got called.
Gotta love it.
Right. But it was, I remember really funny, right? So I used to put my mattress outside, right outside of my window. Be sitting outside in the concrete. I was on the first floor. And anybody who knew me knew that I was Saw Major's driver. They knew that I was given permission to do this. And they knew that I was fiscally and financially responsible for this mattress and for the well-being of all this furniture. They also knew that I was recording. And I'd be in there, man, and we'd be recording. We'd be like doing a good set, like getting stuff done. And all of a sudden, the take is now ruined. And that was probably the take. We had clicked record 90 times beforehand, and this was the take for all the takes. And it ruined by an NCO on staff duty. Yeah, why are you mattress out here? You gotta put this. No, I don't. What do you mean? I don't have to put my mattress back inside. It's my mattress. If it gets stolen, I have to pay for it. I signed for it. If it gets ruined, I have to pay for it. I don't have to bring it inside. Bring it in. I don't have to. Bring it inside. Here's my NCO. Call him. They call him. All right, you're good. Never mind. Bye. Like, thank you for ruining. Like, dude. Like, you're not gonna get charged for this mattress. Nobody's gonna come to you and be like, hey, there's a mattress outside of this guy's room. You're in trouble. Get an Article 15 because you didn't tell this guy to put his mattress back in his room. Like, why is this the battle you're gonna die on today? I don't understand. Anyways, no, but that was the time in my life that I was the most productive. I ate, slept, and drank music. There was nothing that I didn't do that wasn't musical for like 3 months straight. Then you go to NTC and you start to like, stuff happens and then you start to get out and you're like, okay, cool, like we got to slow it down. But for especially for that month, for the whole month of September to October and most of October to November, it was a grind, man. writing lyrics, writing melodies, writing songs. We would sit, my bassist and I would sit, think of like, hey, what do we want in this section? Think of like something, put something down, edit a little bit, put it down again, and be like, that was a good take. Like, that was great. It was that involved, and it's because we were so uncomfortable. So the biggest thing for your mentality, if you really want to succeed, or you really want to be motivated and want to do more in whatever you're doing, get uncomfortable.
Yeah. I say being uncomfortable, being in a very uncomfortable situation has taught me a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I have a problem with cold. I don't like cold weather, but me doing stuff in the cold weather has proved to me that I could physically put my body through that. I could physically withstand a lot more than I know, and mentally withstand it. When my brain wants to give out, I realize that's something. So when I was looking to join the military, I was actually going to join the Navy first. And then I realized I would have been on a ship.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Cool. So I was going to be on a ship, and I realized that.
I hope you can swim.
Yeah, so I thought I was a good swimmer. I thought I was not a great swimmer, but I was a decent swimmer, right? Well, there was a challenge that I have did. It's called the GAPE. I think it's called the GAPE. It's the German PT test, and I did the German PT test. Now they're like sprint, so you got to like sprint so far, but you got to do it like, so they say 11 times, but it's really 5 times because they're back, and they count down as 1 and back as 2. So that they do it different than, like, I was like, so it's 5 times. And they're like, no, it's 11 times. No, it's 5 times. Like, that's how we see it in the military, right? Like, there's a 4 count for mountain climbers.
Hold on.
Right? So you do mountain climbers, it's 4 times, but in reality, it's 1 because we do a 4 count. All right. Well, that part, I was watching people, their legs were giving out, and they were collapsing right there at the finish line. And then you have to go run, I think it's 1.5 miles, so it's a mile and a half. Cool, you go do that. Fine. But you realize after doing that sprint, and then you go do that, and you're like, damn, I'm actually gassed. And then you have to go do the swim. You have to do their swim test. And I want to say it's 100 meters in total. So we did it. The laps were like, I think it was like 5 laps for us, but I'm not going to lie. So I practiced in a pool that was only, like, it was like, I want to say 5 feet. And so I was able to touch the ground. So I did it with full uniform because you got to do it in uniform. But I won't lie to you. Once I did it for the GAPE, I failed miserably because I got to the point where my feet could not touch the ground. And I panicked. I sat there and I was like, I panicked. And I'm not going to lie. What I did, it was once I hit that deep end and I was over there and I couldn't touch the ground. I was swimming and I was trying to swim. And if you ever swim in uniform, you'll know, like, you can't swim normal because you won't go anywhere. It takes a lot of strength. So I tried to swim normal. I was trying to do all this stuff because I forgot the technique and I panicked. And so I went.
I don't know if you heard that, but I got a call on my computer. I apologize.
Yeah, no, I didn't see
if that
it.
Came through. I'm not sure if it came through.
No, it didn't come through. But I was swimming and
cool. Never mind. That never happened.
So because I panicked, I was in the deep end and I decided to just sink. I was like, this is it. Like, someone's gonna come save me, and this is it. In reality, what I should have done is been like, no, I got to continue fighting. I got to fight to the end. So that was one of the times that I gave up, and I sat there and I was like, damn. Well, they didn't actually come save me. I had to save myself still. Like, they're like, swim. You can breathe. You're talking. Get out. I was like, oh. So I had to swim over to the side and get myself out. But yeah, that was one of my challenges that I completely gave up. And I realized that I did not fully, like, I have never actually sat there and accepted that I failed. but being able to accept failure and accept yourself, and you realize a couple things. And being in uncomfortable positions, you're gonna realize later on in life, like those things were actually good for you. Like Reaper1 said, he is over here and he produced music.
Great for you.
Yeah, look, he over here. He was like, I'm very uncomfortable and I don't like the position I'm in, so I'm gonna make sure that I can change this and produce what I need to produce. Same as me. Oh, when I get in an uncomfortable position, I embrace it. I love it. So you guys that are joining the military, or you guys that are in the military and you're like, man, I don't like what's happening. I don't like, well, stop thinking of the negative, think of the positives that are going on, and embrace what is hard, and you'll see like the outcome of your life, and you'll see the mission will improve. You'll see everyone around you, and for those people that be like, hey man, and call each other out. Like, I'm not gonna, I think I said this before about fitness. I actually had an NCO call me out, and he was like, hey, you're getting fat. And I was like, no, I'm not getting fat. Like, and then we get back from Korea, and I was like, man, I'm getting fat. I'm getting fat. So what did I do? I started hitting the gym. I hit the gym like crazy. Yeah, started changing it. But not everyone's like that. You can't go with someone and be like, hey, you're getting fat. You might have to come up with a different way to say it, and it might help them. Like, hey man,
yeah,
I want to bring you. I want to come with me to the gym. Hey, come, let's go and run. Come up with different ways. Some people need that. Like, I like the rough. I like it dirty. I like you coming up to me like, hey, you're a piece of shit. You need to fix it. That's what I like.
Hey, you boy. I'm getting the gym. You're getting fat.
So, all right. I got a couple things. We got to cover. Guess what?
We were just about out of time.
Yeah. Guess what? Fiddler Talk just did. So we are proud to announce we have geese. We have geese now. We got shirts. We got hoodies. We got stuff like that. So if you're in a combat sport, hit us up. We will get you your gi. We got some great deals on gis. We got some great things coming. So if you're doing jiu-jitsu, you're doing anything, you need a gi, hit us up. We have it. Email us and email me your size.
Do we have a link?
I do not have the link.
Do we have a link?
I don't have the link up because I need to build the website. So that is in the process. I'm actually looking for someone that I could build a website. I know how to code for a website, but I just don't want to. I'd rather have someone do it that is better skilled and that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't noticed, Saber Main is our business model, and Reaper runs the Reaper1 side of Fiddler Talk is the producer.
Yes,
I produce and upload videos. That man does the business stuff, but I've one-upped Saber Main, and I have stickers. So, all
right. So you beat me to it. That's fine. I'll let you have that win. I'll let you have that one win. I'll let you get that instant gratification for that one. All right. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So our stuff does come from Combat Corner, who we work with now. We have Combat Corner in our side. All right. So we are working with them. Wait. Don't you mean they're in our corner? Yeah, they're on our side of the ring. We're out here battling in the ring. Right?
You danced around the perfect joke and couldn't even land it.
Hey, of course. So we are definitely working with them. We are proud to be part of them.
Very grateful.
Yes, and so we have them. I am looking to hopefully we'll get our banner set up here soon. I'll be able to get Reaper1. So I'm working with that. The next thing that we're doing for the foundation, we are progressing forward and we are making things happen. And I'm still working with a couple people making that happen. The next part of this is, Combat Corner, huge. Thank you guys for supporting us, and we will love to support you. And hopefully everyone that is watching this, you guys go out there. You go do jiu-jitsu. You go do judo. Do something. Go train and come and buy a gi from us. We will definitely
Do
provide that
slap
for you.
boxing.
Hey, there's a new. So I was listening to Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo's jiu-jitsu master. That's what I say. That man's crazy, right? So I was listening to Eddie Bravo, and he was talking about he came out. I don't know if it's him coming out with this, but it's slap jiu-jitsu. I'm excited because if I get slapped, it's going to teach me how to control. Like
it is the most disrespectful thing you can do. Is slapping another grown man.
So it's slap jiu-jitsu, and I'm excited to see how that goes. Hopefully it takes off, and we see where it goes. Go ahead.
On that note, we are out of time, but I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who watches the show, everybody who does likes and comments. It means the world to us. We're growing. We have about, as of right now, the time of this recording, we have 17 subscribers. Episode 6 came out about a week ago. Episode 7 comes out as of the time of this recording tomorrow, Monday. What is that? The 12th? No, it's the 11th.
I don't know what day it is. Yeah, it's the 13th.
I was way wrong. It's the 13th. Cool. Okay. That shows you how much how smart I am, right? No, but so we're really excited. We have the most views on our last episode that we've ever had. We're so grateful for you guys, and all you guys in the future who are watching this. And when we have 10 million subscribers, and you guys are watching this right now, like 10 years later, thinking, "Wow, man, these guys really let themselves go." No, but we really are appreciative. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Please do subscribe, like, comment. We got a hate comment. It was great. I asked for it. I've been asking for it for a long time now. Thank you so much. It was fantastic. I don't remember who said it, what his name was, but shout out to that guy. Right?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for tuning in, watching the episode, and then putting a hateful comment. I love that. That means I'm doing something.
I love it.
So thank you. Continue doing it. All right.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I tweeted the other day. I said that I think I said, good, you're up. Go to the gym. I think that's what I said.
Sweet. Yeah. So
nobody sees these tweets, but you could be the first.
Thank you for all my.
Be the first, so go see it.
Yeah, some of you guys are on my personal Snapchat. Thank you for tuning in and watching us. Huge thank you. To finish this off, I do have someone that I know. I'm going to announce this. She has a fight up in Oregon, and she's going to be fighting on the 18th. And hopefully I can bring her in after her fight, and we can talk about it and talk about all the success that she had to do to get to where she's at. So that's kind of huge.
Awesome.
Again, combat sport.
Good luck.
Thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you service members, active, retired. Thank you first responders, active, retired.
Thank you.
And thank you nurses, active, retired. Can't do this without all of you guys, and I hope you guys see what's coming with the foundation. So,
Reaper1 out.
Saber Main out.